Hello race fans, and welcome back to another year of the Race Across America. I'm your host, Jarek Wilhelmsen. This is going to be an incredible year because it's our 30th anniversary. So let's go ahead and get things started. RAAM first started back in 1982 as the Great American Bike Race. Back then there was only 4 racers. This year we have over 100 race team with over 300 cyclists. But before we get into that, let's take a step back and look at the beginnings. One of our veteran journalists, Ryan Van Duzer, got an interview with the first RAAM champion, Lon Haldeman. So let's check that out.
Hello everybody and welcome to beautiful Oceanside, California. My name is Ryan Van Duzer and this is my second year covering the Race Across America. This afternoon I had the honor of interviewing Lon Haldeman, and this guy is legendary. In 1982 with some of his buddies he founded RAAM, but he also won it that year. And since then, he's ridden across the country, about 80 times. He's been all over the world. He's a philanthropist. He takes people on bike rides with his touring company, and he is one heck of a nice guy. And so you're about to see some excerpts from my interview with this legendary guy.
Well, I graduated from high school in 1976, and for the next 3 years, I was commuting to college, and also had another job, and I was commuting 50 to 100 miles every day. Went to college 3 years, never got much out of it, and instead of going back the 4th year, I said I'm going to take my money and ride my bike across the country. A few months ahead of time, we said, well, let's do the double transcontinental record instead of just the one-way 12-day 3-hour record. So actually, I started in New York City, raced to Los Angeles at Santa Monica. 8 hours later, turned around. I had done it in 12 days, 18 hours. Didn't break the record at the time, although it was a record for going from east to west. Didn't break Marino's west to east record. So I turned around, headed back to New York City, got out of town 3 o'clock the next morning before traffic got bad. I arrived back in New York City in 10 days, 23 hours. That set a new one-way record, and it was a 24-day round-trip record, which set that record also. Looking back on it, I've actually gained more confidence because of what I was able to do in RAAM. And normally I would be a very shy person. If I went to a party and I didn't know anybody, I wouldn't talk to anybody, I'd leave. I'm not a very social person at all. But I know under certain circumstances, having won the Race Across America and dealt with the obstacles, there's a lot of things that I've learned about myself, and it's really helped me get through a lot of other adversity and deal with situations that normally I wouldn't think I could deal with.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ryan. This year the RAAM website is going to be better than ever. But don't just take my word for it. Let's check in with our social media coordinator, Kate Ebinger, who will give you the layout of what's going on this year on the RAAM website. Kate, take it away.
Hi, Kate here, reminding you to check out the Race Across America website, where you can see facts and figures on the race, photos of riders and crew, daily video updates, live streaming, and blogs from the Race Across America team. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook as we update from the road.
All right, so tomorrow on Tuesday the 14th, we're going to have our female solo and 60-plus categories take off. But today, the RAAM headquarters has been a beehive of activity with registration and inspections. So let's check in with our Media 2 journalist, Allison Otto, to see what's going on. Allison, take it away.
Hi, we're here in Oceanside, California. This is the starting point for the Race Across America. And today, most of the racers are getting their bicycles checked, getting their vehicles checked, and just going through all of their equipment. We're going to show you what that process is like.
I'm anxious to get started and anxious to get on the road. I need to be on my bicycles where I need to be. That's what I do best. All my crew has been doing training rides with me. We've been doing at least 1 to 2 long RAAM-style training rides a month. These people that are here this year are ones that followed me last year, and they're here because they want to be, and they're here because they're dedicated, and I didn't have to do a lot of convincing to any of them.
I've learned that now. When he first came to me 2 years ago and said he wanted to do RAAM, I said, I need to think about that. And I thought about it, and after thinking about it and seeing his drive, I thought, as his wife of all these years, I have to do this with him. He can't do it alone. And I'm called to be his helpmate And so I'm there to support him. And so this year I came back as crew chief. That's how passionate I am about it. So it's kind of gotten in our blood. We don't know where it's going to take us, but we're going to do it again, and we're going to get it finished this year.
We're checking mainly for things for safety, for vehicles and for like signage, but on the bikes, really, most of the stuff on the bikes is really for safety. It's reflectors, headlight, tail light, so that the racers are as visible as possible. They get a kit when they arrive. They're also sent some stuff, and they have a book that contains all of our rules and our routes. It's about 237 pages long, as opposed to one of the first years we did this when it was 7 pages. So it's grown significantly.
We come from Switzerland, and the team is Herman Bachmann, and a solo rider. He's 59 years old. Herman had a big dream, and the dream is he made the race across America finished.
I feel good. I have a good team. I'm good in condition. I mean, it's a good time.
Are you excited? Are you nervous at
Yes,
all?
good. Sure. That's true.
What kind of training did you do in Switzerland?
In the winter time, when it's the weather, when snow and rain, inside of the spinning bike and the home train, and then when it's clear, also, I goes outside.
Do you feel ready?
It's for RAAM. It's for RAAM impossible. For RAAM is a finish race is very good.
Well, if you know anything about RAAM, you know that over the past half dozen years, the solo male division has been dominated by one person, and that person is Yuri Robic. This past year, the ultracycling world lost this great champion. We put together a little montage for you to remind you what an awesome athlete Yuri was. What's it like to put on a race like RAAM? Well, I can tell you it's a logistical challenge. Our Media One journalist, Andrew Otto, is going to give you a peek behind the scenes of RAAM and its operations.
Hi, I'm Andrew Otto. Today at Oceanside Pier, teams from all over the world were checking in to the Race Across America. At the race, we have our own diverse team. Here's a look behind the scenes.
Okay, we will. He probably won't be using this, but this is in case.
Race official Jim Harms wants the 2011 RAAM to be a safe race. It's his job. On Monday, he made sure that support vehicles, bikes, and clothing were all up to RAAM standards. Harms can describe his work in 3 words.
Firm, friendly, and fair. Okay? And the firmness comes at a time when something's unsafe. Other than that, you don't have to be a hard butt all the time. Warnings and just talking to them and explaining to them, give them a benefit of the doubt and a chance to correct it. That's what we're about here.
RAAM media team photographer James Ramirez had a different mission Monday morning. He was trying to get a strong image from the course's first climb. He had race director George Thomas riding for the shoot.
Yeah, man, that's perfect. Going up that crest with the ocean in the back, palm trees, that's California. This is what we got with the palm trees. So I got them right in the middle of the palm trees.
Oh, that
for a
is
pack,
freaking, that's beautiful. That's where I had to ride to get in the palm trees. Oh, wow. That looks good. Yeah.
After checking out Ramirez's image, RAAM President Fred Bothling was scouting the initial miles of the course in Oceanside. Bothling wanted to make sure he had already thought of all locations to place marshals, especially at the park where the parade start ends and the racing begins.
When they come off the path onto the road, then they're racing. So let's go for a short little walk. All right. They'll come around here over the bridge, and they're actually racing. This is the parade start ends right here. The actual racing begins.
So this is where the race begins?
Yep.
Excellent.
When I raced this race, the last 250 miles as a racer, coming into the finish, all I could think about was how I could do it better, where I could shave time off as a racer, how to improve my stops, how to just, better nutrition, all the crazy little things. And as a race organizer, it's the same thing. What I want is every single person that races this race to come away saying, that is the most awesome experience I've ever had in my life. That is what you're striving for.
We've got tons more stories coming your way. Thanks for watching.
Well, you asked for it, so this year we got it for you. Live streaming video. Our live streaming video unit is going to bring you live streaming video from across the country at key locations. So why don't we check in with our live streaming coordinator, Rochelle Lucas. Rochelle, take it away.
Good morning, race fans. Rochelle here in beautiful Oceanside, California, where we are gearing up for the 30th edition of Race Across America, a 3,000-mile road race from California to Maryland. We're going to be passing through 12 states, following along 250 cyclists from over 20 different countries. And we're actually going to be bringing it all to you live online via our web stream. So be sure to check out raceacrossamerica.org, where we'll have a button there where you can see our live streaming video, where we're going to bring you updates from the road.
So there you go, folks, the start of another great year. Now make sure to check in at raceacrossamerica.org to see the latest in race happenings. We'll be back tomorrow, but in the meantime, we'll see you out there on the Race Across America.